Hi, I'm Jackie, Veterans Rideshare, and today we've got one of our driver support team members from our VRS Trucking side. This is Marley Salazar. Marley, thank you so much for being here today with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. We've already interviewed your husband, Lucius, and he did a fantastic job telling his story and what he does with our company. So I look forward to hearing what you do with the VRS Trucking side. So can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been with the company now?
I'm going on 3 years already.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years with VRS. I started January 9th, 2016, I believe. Yeah, so going on 3 years already.
And have you been in the same position the whole time?
No, I started as a driver for medical transport. Did that for about a year and a half. Yeah, and I loved it. It was really neat, driving people to their appointments. Got to meet a lot of people and hear their stories. And I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I was on the road all the time, and it was cool being a part of their journey. We have the same people every day, and I just loved it. It's different stories, and it's just crazy the stuff that people go through. So it was neat knowing that we were a part of that and helping them out with their everyday things.
Yeah, it's really important work. Our non-emergency medical transportation side, for those of you just tuning in, helps take individuals to any sort of medical appointment they may have. And we really will just care for them from point A to point B, make sure people are signed in. They're not just dropped off like they would be with a taxi, for example. And as you said, you get to know them and get to know their stories.
And you get, to know them on a personal level, and you get to know their families. And it's just a good feeling knowing that you're a big part of that.
Absolutely. That would be very rewarding. So then you made a switch. So can you tell me a little bit about how you came to do what you do now?
So Chris and Scott both knew I was expecting a baby. And while I was on leave with my newborn, they offered me the position to where I can work at home and stay with my baby. And as a mother, as a first mother, that's very important, because I was already dreading work. I didn't want to start work again and leave her. So that meant a lot. Meant a lot to me, because every new mother just wants to stay with their baby. So the fact that they offered me that position because they knew I had a baby, and it was just wonderful. So now I get to work from home, doing dispatching, and it's great. There's Kiana.
There she is now. That's incredible. I didn't realize that. So what I think is also interesting is you and your husband met on the job, and so she is our first VRS baby.
Yeah, she is.
That's incredible. Well, I think it's really important as well. With my first, I had a generous 6-month maternity leave. Incredible, but having to go back to the office was so difficult, and being there at home is it can be so rewarding because you are not missing milestones. If you've had a rough night's sleep, you can wear pajamas to work, and still get the job done.
That's why I loved it. Chris and Scott, it just goes to show how much they really care about us. We're not just employees. It's a family. It's a big family, and they watch out for everybody. And the fact that they considered me for it because they knew I had a baby is just wonderful. I'll forever be grateful for VRS because of that. And for many reasons, and that's one of my favorites. Now I can work and provide for my family, will help provide, and also stay with Kiana. And, like you said, not miss a thing. She has her first words already, and I didn't get to miss any of that. So it was wonderful. It's so great. I love that.
Well, and that is a wonderful example of the leadership that we have and how they really do care. And it comes from the top down, but it also says a lot about you that they wanted to keep you and not lose you. So I think that's amazing. So now you work dispatch with our VRS trucking side with our driver support. Can you describe what that job's like?
It's fun. It's not, it can be hectic some days. So we're just taking care of our drivers. They're on the road all day by themselves, and we're their way. We help them out with anything they need. If they're running a little late, we contact the brokers and just arrange things for them. If they break down, they contact us. We're there. We just take care of them. We want to make sure they're okay and make sure that they trust us. We want to build that relationship too with them so that they do trust us and they know we'll take care of them.
Oh, fantastic. Well, and I guess that there's a lot of days that job can be quite isolating and you're probably their only point of
Right.
communication and human contact for the day. So that is very important.
Yeah. Yeah. So we try to get back with them, they text us, they'll call us, we'll email. It's a lot. It's a lot of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just
well, that's key. And I've talked to quite a few of our drivers through these interviews, and they all say a lot of the same things, that it feels like a family. They know that you care. Driver support is there to really support them. They never feel like they're just a number, as
right.
they have with other companies in the past.
Yeah, and, hearing them say that is good. We love hearing stuff like that because we know we're doing our job. It's not, we don't want them to feel just like a driver. It is one big family, and we love hearing feedback, and we love knowing that that's how they feel. They do feel like they're important. It's not just our driver, it's our family.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one team, and we're all on this amazing mission. And so much of what we do does help give back to the veteran community, which I think is amazing. I know we even have lots of employees who are veterans or their families of military members. And right now, one of our veterans, Robert Brock, is driving around this incredibly patriotic truck. And you were on the team that helped paint that truck.
Yeah. Me being in Bakersfield, I got to paint. I was lucky enough to be there during VetFest, and Starla did an amazing job designing the whole thing, and I couldn't actually picture it. So when I got there and they were already starting on it, came out beautiful. It is so beautiful, and I'm so happy knowing that I had a part of that. I painted a stripe or a little bit camel on there, and knowing that it's, the stories that Robert's telling us now, it's such an amazing feeling. We love that. We love hearing his feedback and knowing how excited and honored he was to have that too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just great to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's amazing. What we're talking about now, for those of you just tuning in, we had an event called VetFest in May, and we had the opportunity to one of our 53-foot semi-trailers, and one of the members of our driver support team, Starla Wheeler, who's a military spouse, conceptualized this amazing idea of the U.S. flag, and every other stripe is done in camo from 4 different branches, and there's silhouettes of saluting service members from each branch, and it's just amazing. So Robert, one of our drivers and an Army veteran, has been going around the country and getting lots of attention, and veterans are taking their picture with our truck, active duty military, and it's just amazing. I wish I had at least gone up and painted a little something. I just took photos of you all painting, but that's incredible that you were.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that I was part of that. And while the girls were out there painting, because I'm in Bakersfield, it's about 4 hours. So I try to help them. While they're out there, I was covering the phones or the text messages, making sure the driver's okay. So that was my part. I got to paint a little, but I covered everything else while they were able to paint.
So. It's truly important. So what's your favorite part about working with us?
The family vibe. I've never worked with a company that's felt like this. It's very, Chris is very family orientated, and it shows that, I've been here for almost 3 years already, and it's been like that since day one. Day one, Scott too, and they're just, everyone that I work with here, it's just been amazing, and they just go on above and beyond to take care of us, and I love it. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
That's amazing. They truly do it really as a family, and the fact that your family, you and your husband, both work for the company, how does that work? Is it convenient? Is it a little weird?
It is, especially when I was a driver. We would have our own vehicles and stuff. So whenever Lucius and I would have a run together, it was just easy. We didn't have to go meet up with a different driver. We both had our vehicle, and we just take off from there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and now doing dispatching, we don't have to worry about a babysitter.
True.
I'm home.
That is worth so much.
Yeah, it's great.
It really is, because that's not only saving you money, but it's giving you that extra piece of time, the extra time. I know I work from home as well, and I love it because while I'm working, I can also be getting laundry done. I can be doing other things while I'm working instead of, having it all pile up at the end of the day. So it's a wonderful opportunity. And I do know that we do have more opportunities like that. If you're looking for employment, I'll put our website up. We've got vrstrucking.com. We also are at veteransrideshare.com. It's one amazing company. We're veteran owned and operated. We give back to veterans, and we definitely have a family vibe. And if you're the right member for our team, we will treat you as such, and you are going to love it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I can hear your daughter in the background. So I won't keep too much longer.
Supposed to be napping.
Well, Marley, thank you so much for talking to us today. I love that you've worked for two different facets of Veterans Rideshare, and that you've loved both sides and you see value in both. And it's all about the team and the family and what we're doing and how we're giving back and supporting each other. So
Yeah, it's great.
glad to have you. Glad to meet you throughout all this.
Right. Yeah. It's been a great experience. I love working with VRS. I can't. They've taken good care of me.
Absolutely. But she sounds enthusiastic as well. So we'll let you go, but thank you so much for your time and for sharing your story. We really appreciate it. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.